All right, I've recently been playing my Wii U a lot lately. Mainly Wii stuff on there because the only Wii U game I have is Yoshi's Woolly World, which is weird, but that's the only game I have. I had more. I used to have Smash Bros, Zombie U, um, Arkham City Armored Edition, and I I think there was one more but I can't remember. The point is, I've been playing a lot of Wii U lately, mainly going back and replaying through or finishing up some of my Wii games I never finished. I just finished New Super Mario Bros. Wii, but it was making me think, like, huh, if the Wii U was the failed successor to the Wii, and the Switch was the successor to the failed Wii U, then what's going to be the successor to the Switch? Because as you guys know, the Switch has already outsold the Wii, and it way outsold the Wii U. The Wii U flopped because no one knew what the hell the Wii U was. Um, you don't know how many times I was at the flea market or other stores and overhearing people ask, like, is the Wii U just the tablet? Is it an expansion for the Wii? Do I have to buy new hardware? Blah 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 blah. Like moms and grandmas, even dads and grandpas, just people didn't know what the hell it was. And even by the commercials, like you were still fairly confused about what the hell it was. I'm not saying the Wii wasn't good, it just wasn't what it could have been. It was definitely what, I don't want to phrase this. The Switch is definitely what the Wii U should have been. Now, I know a lot of people liked the Wii U gamepad. I didn't. Um, and the reason I didn't is because with my cerebral palsy, my left hand, I can never get a really good grip on it with my left hand, so it would really hurt my hand to use it for long periods of time. That's why I never played through like Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD. It just wasn't that comfortable. And why am I getting a G-Force experience? When did they start doing that with? Okay, anyway, I'm sorry, I just got a random like G-Force experience notification. When the hell was that a thing? Anyway, um, um, but I never could get comfortable with the Wii U with the gamepad, so that's why I literally gave my copy of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess to my friend. Um, Hopefully they're getting more use out of it. I know they maybe have played Wind Waker. I know they probably played a little bit of Twilight Princess. I don't know. They probably shelved their Wii U like I did. But case in point, they basically got like a $200 game for me now because Twilight Princess is pretty expensive now, which whatever. But it is what it is. They've helped me out with a bunch of stuff in the past anyway, so it evens itself out. Um, so um, so yeah, like when the Switch was announced, I was like, okay, this looks way better than the Wii U. And then when people started getting mad that they were porting over Wii U games like Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze and New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, which I will agree that was kind of stupid. To that and Donkey Kong was kind of stupid to charge $60 for because it was basically the same damn game, just polished up a little bit with a little bit new content. And that's it. Like I think New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe had Toadette, and I think it maybe like solid 60 FPS. Um, and I think Tropical Freeze had Funky Kong mode and stable FPS, like 60 frames. I think both in dot and in handheld. I think. I don't hold me on that because I don't really play my Switch in dot mode too much, but but yeah, but because of those games getting ported, I actually was able able to like really enjoy playing them, especially like Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. That game is freaking amazing. Both of the Donkey Kong Country Returns games are freaking amazing. I do not want another 3D Donkey Kong game. I don't care what people say. Like, people keep saying, like, oh, I want another Donkey Kong 64. No, for the love of God, no. That game was not that good. I don't know why people like that game so much. No. I get it, people are gonna crap all over me in the comments, but I did not like DK64 at all. I liked the DK rap, but that was pretty much it. And the multiplayer mode was okay. But other than that, I think that game is terrible. And sue me, like I don't care. Like that game was terrible. Like the DK Country series, especially the first two, three was kind of meh, and the Return series of games was phenomenal. Especially DKC Returns 3D because that's the version I played. I couldn't play the Wii version because the Waggle controls I could never get down pat, and plus I I can't really comfortably use the nunchuck on the Wii. So when that got ported to the 3DS, I was super excited because I was finally able to play it, and I even remember telling my younger brother that I was finally able to play the game and beat it. He's like good. He's like good. I'm glad because it was a really good game because he actually did beat it. I think, and he said he really enjoyed it back then when he did. Because the idea of it was to not to dwell on this too much, but we were gonna play it together, but I couldn't play it that well, so he had to just solo play through it on his Wii. So that's what he did, and then I played it on 3DS. So my point being is that a lot of Wii U games got ported to the Switch, which I didn't have a problem with. Um, but the thing about the Switch is it does some amazing stuff that it shouldn't be able to do. Like it runs Mortal Kombat 11 fairly well for what it does. It runs Wolfenstein 2 New Colossus fairly well. It runs both Doom and Doom Eternal fairly well. And it shouldn't be able to do that. It runs The Witcher 3. Never played The Witcher 3 or Doom Eternal, but I know I've heard it runs stupidly well on the hardware, even though it's really aging hardware with the Tegra X1 chip and all that stuff. Like the Switch does amazing things that it shouldn't be able to do, and that makes me think like what is Nintendo's next step? Obviously, I'm thinking they're gonna go with the hybrid model still, or they might do a split thing, and I'll explain that in a second. But I'm thinking the hybrid model they might go with because look how well the Switch sold. Do you think do you think they're really gonna mess with this formula of putting putting another system out that takes discs or cartridges or whatever and have it just be a standalone console? Probably not. Because of the success of this, they're gonna and the Steam Deck. Look at the Steam Deck too. They're probably looking at the Steam Deck like, okay, this is what we should have done with our Switch. We need to make a better Switch. And you all know about the rumors about the Super Switch, the Switch Pro, whatever, all those rumors and leaks that happened. And then we got the Switch OLED. Now, I've heard rumors that the Switch OLED was a thing because of part shortages and stuff like that. They couldn't do what they wanted to. They couldn't do a true system refresh like a Switch Pro, like they did with the PS4 Pro and stuff like that. I don't know if that's true or not. That's why I never did videos on it because I didn't think it was true. I still don't. I think the Switch OLED was always the thing we got, which I will say this: the screen on the Switch OLED, if I exclusively played in handheld mode, it's amazing. Like the screen is way better than in the standard Switch model. But the Ethernet being in the dock and the dock being updatable, which to my knowledge, they have never updated the dock, the new Ethernet dock yet. So why is it updatable? Like, what is that going to be? What's that about? I don't know. I don't know if they're ever going to update it or what. But the Ethernet, it's more convenient. But other than that, like, it doesn't add more. It doesn't add a super amount of speed to your internet to your download or upload speed or your online gaming. It's still gonna be Nintendo online gaming. It's still gonna be kind of hit or miss, basically. Excuse me. And basically, I've just been thinking like, well, what are they gonna do? They're probably gonna do the hybrid model, or like I mentioned earlier, they could do two separate SKUs. One, kind of like with Sony doing the digital edition PS5 and the disc edition, which disc edition is what I have because I'm a physical collector. I love my physical stuff, and I know that's the way it's going to go is digital eventually, but I'm not ready to give up the love of physical media yet. But um, what I'm getting at is they could potentially do like a I don't know, like I don't even call it Switch. It would be called something else. It wouldn't be called the Switch. It would be called like the Nintendo. I don't know. I don't know what they would call it. I literally can't think of a name they would call it. The Switch is like a perfect name for what the Switch is. But what their next console is going to be, if it's not a hybrid console, I don't know what the hell they're going to call it. But the reason I think they would do a second one, not to do on a second different console, like a dedicated console and a portable hybrid version of that console, is because they see the divisiveness and how aged the tech in the Switch is. Yes, it can do a lot, but it's also very limited. And developers have went on and said that the Switch is getting harder and harder to develop newer games for, even third party support. It's getting harder and harder to develop for because of how old the tech is in there. So they got to be thinking like, should we do the hybrid model or should we do just another disc based console? Or maybe they're gonna do digital only. Who knows? I could honestly see Nintendo doing that. Honestly, I could see them doing that. Do I think they're going to? No, but I could see them doing that. But I think a standalone console and a hybrid console at the same time is very likely. Look at the Switch family. There's this standard Switch, the Switch Lite, and then the Switch OLED. Eventually, they're going to phase out the Switch, the standard red box Switch for the Switch OLED. They're going to stop shipping those probably and just have the Switch Lite and the Switch OLED, which is fine. But I'm just saying, look, they've already done 3 iterations. Look at the 3DS. And well, okay, look at the DS, the DS, the DSi, the DSi XL, the Nintendo DS Lite, the Nintendo 3DS, the Nintendo 2DS, the Nintendo 2DS X. You see what I'm getting at? Like they've done this stuff before. They're, they're I think there's going to be another Switch. That's honestly what I think it is. But what I think they're going to do with it is they're going to give you some kind of different dock or some kind of different way to play this system. Like if you just want to play a docked version of the Switch, they'll give you a different console that plays Switch and Switch 2 games or whatever they call it, Super Switch or whatever. That'll play that just on your TV, 4K resolution, 60 FPS, maybe 120 FPS depending on the game, whatever. Or you can buy the hybrid model, the Switch 2, the Switch 2 Hybrid. We'll just say that Switch 2 Hybrid. What? Why not? We'll just call it that. They'll give you that model. That'll basically be a semi-upgraded version of the Switch, the current Switch. I don't want to call this Switch OLED like a huge upgrade because it's really not. Because all they did is basically improve the battery life and the screen, and the battery life was just improved because of the screen. So basically, it's basically just I see it being just an improved version of the Switch or something along those lines. You get what I mean? Like they're not gonna go away from this model of system. I don't think not right now. Not this next system. The system after whatever the next one is gonna be another standalone console. I guarantee you. But they're not ready to abandon this Switch model yet. I don't think. And by model, I mean like model as in business model. I don't mean model as in system model. Um, but yeah, that's because I asked you guys on my community post what you guys wanted me to do a video on. So, somebody asked like do a video on what you think the next Nintendo console is going to be. Well, that sounded like a really good idea to me, so that's why I'm doing this video. So thank you for the suggestion, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Um, I know I've been kind of silent lately and not really done much. It's just hard to do videos, guys. It's just hard for me to just get out there and do videos. Like YouTube doesn't push my notifications out to people. They don't push my videos. It just makes it very hard to want to do videos just because I don't really, my channel's not growing the way I wanted to, but I don't want to punish you guys because of that. I need to be more active on here and just bite the bullet and just do it and just have fun with it and just not think about YouTube basically screwing my channel. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Um, like I said, I really enjoy my Switch, which is fairly evident by how many streams I've done of the Switch. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, all that good stuff. And sorry, I'm pulling up a list here because I recently got a new Patreon that I'm gonna be shouting out that I haven't added to my list yet. But he's also part of the gold tier too. So shout out goes to my Patreon supporters and my membership people. Thank you for supporting our memberships. It really helps out the channel a lot, and the basically ad revenue of the channel. I know that's weird to say, but it's basically ad revenue of the channel that go the AdSense account revenue basically. So, uh, anyway, shout outs go to Matt Y99, Reaper 7734, Title Cow, Harry Fernandez, AJ Ottawa, Oliver Frederick, Marcus S., Joel Adfee, It's Me, Charles, Joe, William Swift, Griff17, Charlie McKean, Reverse Security, Zoo Hall, Artistic Tomahawk, Prelay Ave, Just True, Arnie Insane, HHG Fan, George McConnell, Extinctus, and my newest $5 member. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. It really helps out a lot, but thank you to, let me find your name here, Elliot Scott. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, and I'll be sure to add your name in the list at the end of the credits. Hopefully I don't forget. If I do, I apologize. But thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. It really does help out a lot. And like I said in my community post, this month well, I can say this month. At the time of recording this, I'm recording this video on January 31st. But for the month of February for my Patreon, I'm going to be buying the amiibos for the Kirby series amiibos because, as you guys know, or may not know, Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe comes out later this month. So I'm going to stream it, and it has amiibo support. I don't know what the amiibos do, but I'm going to get all the Kirby amiibos. So thank you guys for supporting the channel. It's going to help me out a lot during the playthrough. and gonna help me out with my amiibo collection. Because I sold off my Smash Bros. Amiibos because there's way too many of them, and I just kept like most of my Zelda ones, my Metroid ones, and now I'm gonna have the Kirby series, and some of the I have the Bowser's Fury amiibos too, like the Cat Mario and Cat Peach. But yeah, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. It really helps out a lot. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out, guys. And for all you Patreon supporters that are in my gold tier and kind of grandfathered into it, be sure to check your messages because I will be sending you a link to this video early access. This will go live on Thursday, but for you guys will see it Wednesday. So check your messages. Make sure you check them, and I'll post a post too. Just make sure you check my Patreon page because I am going to post a lot more on there. So please check the page out. Consider supporting for at least $1 a month. It really helps out the channel a lot. It really helps out me a lot. Get stuff for the channel to do videos for you guys. Let me know in the comments below what other videos you guys want to see, and I'll see if I can do it for you. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Peace out, and sorry for the lack of content lately, but I'm back. Peace.